So it is that time of the year again. Welcome to some FIFA 21 action. Tomorrow I should be okay to start a new career mode with Manchester United, but for today I wanted to give you my first impressions because maybe some of you guys did not get the early access and you want to know my thoughts on the game in general. So if you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like. Please make sure you do subscribe now because we've got career mode coming up and different types of FIFA 21 content all year long as well. So I hope you do subscribe to the channel and enjoy your new system in FIFA 21. This is what it looks like. Very, very similar to FIFA 20. It's probably the same thing. Same tiles, same spots. You know, we've got new career up there. I'm looking forward to career mode. We've got Ultimate Team, Pro Clubs, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, nothing's really changed here in terms of the settings and all that. It's just the same thing. Now, that purple color is something you're going to see in most of the menus, so you better get used to it. You better like it now because if you don't, you're going to be seeing that all year. Let's take a look at career mode for a second. I want to see, you know, what it looks like. So we've got the new squad update. That is very important. Make sure you do download the squad updates. So we've got manager career and player career. Pretty much the same thing from FIFA 20. You can select your manager. We've got select the manager here. Pretty much the same thing, you know. We've got probably the same outfits as last year. Maybe a few extras here. You can pick your name. You can change your head and all that. You can also change your outfits. And it looks like it's pretty much the same thing. I'm going to pick Man United just for the, demo, but of course, tomorrow we'll start the official career mode for Manchester United. Hopefully, most of the transfers have been applied. I haven't really taken a look, but yeah, I want to start one with all the transfers and stuff, and I am looking forward to getting this going because it's going to be a good one. If you watch the PES one that I did enjoy that one, so hopefully FIFA's one is going to be fun as well. We've got Legendary difficulty. It goes to Ultimate, but I think Ultimate is just too much. I'm going to test out the gameplay here. I'm going to try out the competitor mode as well in this video, so I'll give you my thoughts on that. But pretty much you've got the European competitions up there. You've got transfer window, international job offers. Now the two new ones are the negotiation strictness, where you can set the club and player strictness to negotiate transfers. If you put it on strict, obviously it's going to be harder to do transfers. It's going to be more realistic, and you might struggle to sign some decent players. But if you go to financial takeover, this is where you can set a budget. So if you want to get crazy, you can put £500 million as your budget, no matter which club you are. Or if you want to be very tight, you can do £10 million. It depends what you really want to do when you start your save. So there's no more EA catalog as well for that. So that's why these things are here. Now, there is a stadium option underneath. I don't think that's going to do much. I think that's only for clubs with generic stadiums. You can probably change the name or something like you could in FIFA 20. There's no stadium customization in FIFA 21 career mode. So we've got this screen that says football is back. At the start of every new season, the sun is shining on our hopes and dreams. The past behind us, we're focusing on what might be and what's going to be. The first game of a new campaign, the first day of the rest of our footballing lives. Alright, so we've got a new screen for the pre-season tournament invite. Yeah, it's pretty much just changed the layout a little bit, but it's pretty much the same thing. You can just pick different tournaments and check the prize money and the difficulty. And here is your FIFA 21 career mode menu. So we've got the training day. You can also quick sim pressing the R3 button. So if you can't be bothered, press the quick sim, it'll do the job for you. You've also got your notifications, your standings, your weekly schedule, development as well. It's still got a bit of lag, the menus, it's not the snappiest thing around, but it's pretty similar to FIFA 20's experience. If you want to see quicker menus, probably you have to get like the PS5 or something with the SSD. That should make it quicker, but you never know. We've got the, team layout there, squad hub, team sheets, edit players, all that kind of stuff. Transfers are there as well. Pretty much it's FIFA 20 with a few extra bells and whistles, We've got the finances, objectives there, browse jobs, pretty much everything the same as FIFA 20. And then you've got the last tab there as well. So let's see what you can do with quick sim. So pretty much does the training for you and it exits the training. And now we start our full week, I believe. So let's take a look at the weekly schedule. This is just a demo just to see what it's like. I have to get used to this, see what the actual things are. So you can view the team's activities for up to 2 weeks. You can schedule rules for the day, and you can also do day-to-day customization. Now, I think a lot of people might get bored after a while with this, so probably they're going to set it and forget it, most people. So the day one has training, this one has a rest day, and this one has training again. This one's a rest day, and then we play a friendly match. Okay, now if you want to change that, let's say you wanted to do training instead of rest, you just press the X button and then you do training or recovery. So I think recovery is different to rest day. So yeah, you just got to play around with this when you get your career modes and just see what works for you and your schedule. Obviously, when I do my proper save, I'm going to do it properly, but for now I'm just taking a look, giving you my thoughts as we go along. Okay, here we go. So if you flick the R stick, you get schedule rules. So if you want to do a thing where every before match is a rest day, you can do that. If you want to train before every match, you can. So this takes out the micromanagement of this feature. So yeah, if you want to set it and forget it, just schedule the rules. So every time there's a match before and after, you can have a rest day. During the week, you can do intermittent training and rests. And like I said, just see what works for you as you go along. So it's important to know with the training features and stuff, you can still sim to a date in the calendar. So if you want to do like a full season sim or something, you still can do that, even though there's training each day in career mode. And you can also see your results on the calendar as well. So you can see there we've got the win and the loss in the preseason tournament. You don't have to actually go to each match and check the result on the calendar. It comes up automatically, which is nice as well. Now, I think I should also mention that on training days, you can also go into it as well as sim it. So yeah, this is where you can actually set the drills, set which players you want. It's based on the current team sheet on the top right there. So if you have more than one team sheet, like a reserve one, you can change it and train those players instead. But you can see that you can play the drill and simulate all. If you play the drill, I think you need to get like an A or something. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting Ds. So you have to do the best you can at least once in each drill. So you can change the players, the drill. There's different drills, of course, so different things you can do there. Look at that. Whatever you want to train, you can do. So there's a bit of control there for you. Most people will probably set and forget it, but there is control there if you really want to micromanage. And it's also important to know that in career mode now, each day gets stopped in the simulation. So because there's so much control, you have to like simulate each day. It's not like sometimes where you go like 3-4 days without having to do anything. Each day is going to require you to do something in the save now. So let's see where this training thing is. Okay, so development appears to be the training thing where you can change the positions and, put different players into different plans. So let's see what this is all about. So this looks like the squad hub. Okay, so if I go to maybe, let's pick maybe a striker. All right, we'll pick Rashford. Okay, let's see. So we can set him on a development plan. So that is a new thing that they've added into the squad hub. And this is going to be what you've seen in the trailers and, the pitch notes, all that kind of stuff. So this is what it looks like. You've got balanced wide playmaker, and each thing is going to have different weeks. I'm sure you've seen this on other channels and stuff, but you can actually increase different attributes depending on what you want Rashford to do in your save. You can also see the skill moves can get affected on players unless they have like 5-star skill moves already. But you can also change the work rates. There's a lot of things here. It's a nice touch. It's a good feature to have in the game. But most importantly, you can convert players into different positions. So if you want to make Rashford a centre-back, it's going to take 373 weeks to do so. So if you want to do it, you can. But keep in mind, you're going to be playing this game for a long time to see that happen. I don't know how good these players get when they change positions. Like, are they going to be a 90 overall centre-back? I don't think they would be. But that's something that people are going to figure out over time. So we've got a match day here. Let's see what this is all about. We'll click on it and see where the visual sim comes up. So you can play a match. You can also sim a match, or you could do a quick sim. Now you can also play the match, and then if you're winning like 7-0 and you've got 40 minutes to go, you can also sim the rest of it. So if you want to progress the match without having to play the rest of it because you're winning so much, you can just quick sim it to the end. So this is the match day experience. Now there's no more changing the kits beforehand and all that. That does it automatically, but if you want to do it, I think you can go to customize, and you can also change your kit there, select your sides, all that stuff, game settings. So yeah, there is that lock to player feature as well still in the game. And that's where everything is at the moment. But you can do sim match, quick sim. Obviously, that's just going 0 to 100 or 90 minutes, and that's it. Sim match is the visual sim. Team management, you can change your team. It's got the probable lineup for Atletico Madrid on the right there, so you can sort of get a feel of what they're going to look like. And you'll notice that overall gets affected by position as well. So if a player is out of position like Pogba, and the game is suggesting he should be a CDM, he will, have a 6-point decrease to his overall. Now, obviously, you've got morale and sharpness now that you have to take a look at, but it should be interesting to see how overalls are going to get affected by this feature. There is still dynamic potential in the game. Let's test out the visual sim. This is something that I've been waiting for years in career mode, and finally we've got it again. I think there is a 6-minute visual sim. I don't know if you can speed it up. Obviously, EA needs to find a way to speed this up because it could get very slow, it could get very boring to look at. But I'll see if I can jump into certain things like free kicks and stuff. And just give you my thoughts. This is the first visual sim in a long time. So you can see the dots coming up on the screen. We've got the players on the left and right there. And the time, you can't speed this up. So this is the default time. If you hit the bumpers on your controller, it takes you to different things like player ratings. So you can see if your players are doing well. There's also possession stats. There's also the game plan right there, the formations and stuff. You can also go into team management by pressing triangle and make some changes if you want. Or you can jump in And you can do that. So, yeah, straight away it loads up, which is nice. It doesn't take too long to load. And we could actually concede here because of my stupidity. Yep, look at that, mate. Oh, you already know how FIFA 21 is going to go for me when that happens straight away. Had to be Suarez as well. Well, at least we know that the latest transfers have been applied. So, yeah, we're 1-0 down. You can sim the rest of the match. Going back to the visual sim, I believe. You can jump to the result, which means you go straight to the end of the match. And you can also restart there. So, we'll go back to the visual sim. So, it just takes a few seconds and you're back in the action there. It's a really good feature. Like, this is something that is necessary for those people that don't want to play certain matches. You still get that control that you want. Obviously, the only thing I would say is maybe find a way to speed it up, like double the speed or something, because right now it's like watching just dots on the screen moving around. But I think we hit the post there and we score. Who scored there? Was it Rashford? No, it was a penalty. Okay, so you can jump in, or was it a goal? No, it was a goal. It didn't let me jump in there for some reason. Turns out it wasn't a goal because Bruno Fernandes missed the penalty anyway, so not a good day for us already. But yeah, I've been here for about a couple minutes now and the visual sim is still going. This is one of the gripes I think with it. They need to find a way to speed it up. Otherwise it can get a little bit boring. Here's Rashford, plays it back. Bruno Fernandes, Pogba scores. We go 1-1, that's good. And if I press square there, okay, yeah, you can jump into that match, okay. So the game will notify you when there's a penalty or something, and yeah, you just press the square and then you go into the match. Overall, it's a nice feature, you know, very useful, better than that quick sim where you have no control. You can still do the quick sim, obviously, but sim games have definitely been improved, and we drew 1-1 with Atletico Madrid. Maybe I should have jumped in if I knew how to do that when the penalty came. So we've made it to the semi-finals of the friendly tournament. We're going to play 2 games here. I'm going to try my best to try out the legendary mode and also the competitive version of that. So we've got the legendary on, and the way you turn on competitive mode is underneath that. So if you want it on or off, you can do that. First game will be off, and then if we make it to the final or something, or whatever game comes next, we'll play it with the competitor mode on, and we'll see what happens. So first thing to do is change the kit. You're still not going to get perfect kits. There can be a bit of clashes, especially with these 2 teams. Alright, so the first game of FIFA 21, you've also got those nice club logos on the floor there. That's something new, I believe, this year. So let's see what Agile dribbling is like. I believe every player, if I can actually give it to, you know, someone like Maguire, if you hold the R stick, okay, yeah. So you've got Maguire turning into Lionel Messi with this agile dribbling. It's a little bit crazy. I don't know how good this is going to be, how overpowered it could be, but every player has a way of doing their agile dribbling. And obviously, if you've got a better dribbler, they'll perform it better. But you can see, even with the worst of the worst, like Harry Maguire, he can still turn into Lionel Messi in crucial times of the match, thanks to agile dribbling. But yeah, we'll just play on here because it's very easy to start doing just agile dribbling for 90 minutes. We'll see how crazy this becomes. Here we go, nice 1-2 there. Could be the first goal, yeah. Oh no, it's hit the post, rebound, and it's in. Well, it's a great start to my career, already down 2 goals, including the one from the Atletico Madrid match, but let's see what we can do here. Ultimately, it feels like FIFA 20. Not going to get much difference here. We're still on the same engine, we're still running the same gameplay, obviously with a few tweaks and stuff, but the game speed feels pretty much the same. Here's Bruno Fernandes, plays it to Greenwood. The space has opened up here. Greenwood, can he score? He's going to take the shot, and he does. Beautiful goal by Greenwood. This guy should have got a ratings boost, and what is that face? Oh no. The generic face for Greenwood. At least Bruno Fernandes got one, but EA, come on. Give him something, man. But yeah, there's a few tweaks, obviously, but ultimately, the fundamentals are the same as FIFA 20. So yeah, you won't notice much difference. Hopefully you agree with my opinion here. It's not a bad thing though, like I'm not saying it to, you know, discredit the game or anything, but it's just similar, you know, that's what it feels like. So we're doing a Man United career mode, obviously. Let me know what signings you want to see. I do plan on doing like a big rebuild. I want to get rid of some guys and bring in some new transfers. Obviously, in real life, this club doesn't do transfers at all. I mean, I think we only signed 1 player, and that was Van der Beek. Like, where's Sancho? Get all these guys in, man. Every year we're linked to all these guys, and then 1 person comes in. So, yeah, we need to really rebuild this team, man, and get it to where it needs to be. Ultimately, I'm not really a skiller anyway, so I'll just stick to the basics when I play FIFA. Never really was a skiller. So when it comes to Legendary versus Ultimate, I think Ultimate will still be the crazy one. But obviously you can try it out yourselves, you know, and see what suits you better. I didn't really enjoy Ultimate when they tweaked it. They just made it too overpowered, you know. There was nothing you could do in each match. And Legendary sometimes feels easy for most people, so maybe if you're looking for the optimal difficulty, maybe try the Legendary with the competitor mode on. I wouldn't want to know what Ultimate with competitor mode feels like. Man, you might as well just sit the controller down because you're going to concede 20 goals on that one. Here's Martial, and he takes too long. And there is a penalty though, finally. I've got more penalties in this match than I did in the whole PES career mode. Don't know what he's doing there. What is he doing there? Cutscene gone wrong already on day one, boys. Cutscene gone wrong. What is he doing there? I don't think that's meant to happen. Yeah, he's still going. What is he doing? He's hopping. What? What happened to him? Nah, man. This is day one already. This can't be. What is going on, man? The game is broken already. What? The penalties have broken this game. Is this... Oh, no. This is not normal. EA, what are you doing, mate? My FIFA 21 career has been a disaster so far. Alright, finally we get out of that cutscene. What the hell happened there, man? Honestly. So, I think penalties are the same as FIFA 20. No tweaks here. $10, I'll miss it. Put your bets on now. There you go. Look at that. What a start to my FIFA 21 journey. What a start. Get some agile dribbling going here with Martial. Look at that. Look at that. No one's... They've just let me run here. What are they doing? Martial has a shot. Good save by the keeper. Oh, interception. Here we go. We play it to Bruno. He's going to play it back. Rashford with the shot and goal. There we go. 5 minutes to go. We get the goal. And it's actually Martial, not Rashford, but doesn't matter. I'll take it. So yeah, Legendary definitely feels like Legendary from FIFA 20. There's a bit of a challenge there, but not much. I think if you play FIFA every day, Legendary is going to be too easy for you. Here's Greenwood. That was a nice run, but he's probably offside. Yes, he is. But you'll notice that they do make a few more runs. And there we go. First match done, and we actually win. I'm happy with that. But obviously, Legendary probably is going to be a bit too easy for most people. So we've got a training day. You just quick sim it, and the game lets you move on. That's really nice. I like how you can quick sim that, get it out of the way. And then we've got the final here against Atalanta. So this is the final of the Champions Cup, whatever you want to call it. Now for this match, we're going to try out the competitor mode here. This is the new thing, obviously. We're going to see if it's overpowered, if it's good or bad. Let's see what it feels like. We're going to turn it on, and let's get into the final. Already you can see that the AI, the opposition AI, is much more quicker when they take touches, when they turn, when they dribble. This is great. Look at this. How many skill moves? It's FIFA Street now. It's turned into FIFA Street already. This is what the pro players do anyway when you watch them. It's just all about skill moves and stuff. But yeah, this is going to be like the FIFA Street difficulty in normal gameplay. Oh my goodness. Good luck, mate. Good luck getting the... I thought Ultimate was crazy. This is crazy as well. Good luck trying to get the ball off these guys. Let's see. Bruno Fernandes brings it forward. Let's see how they are in defense. Don't want to make a stupid decision here. Bruno Fernandes. Alright, it's opened up a little bit already. And we go... Oh no, how did he miss? See, here we go again. FIFA Street difficulty has come back in. Oh my goodness. Good luck, mate. Good luck. Look at this. You can't win the ball. You just have to do like zonal marking and hopefully hope for the best. Here we go. First chance of the day and already 1-0 down. 14 minutes in. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We get the slide tackle in. Just does enough there. But they've still got it. There's a goal coming. You can feel it. I can't do nothing. We block it luckily. I just feel helpless at times with this difficulty. Martial plays it to Pogba. Bit of agile dribbling here. Look at that. Nice. They don't really tackle you when you're doing agile dribbling. So you can sort of get away with it. Let's see what agile dribbling can do. Oh, Bruno Fernandes creates some space and he misses. I mean, the agile dribbling is pretty overpowered at times because on this difficulty, they don't really come and take the ball off you. Like, you can get away with certain things. So that's probably the best way to try it out when you're on the edge of the box and stuff. So here we go. Here's Muriel. And he's just over. Like, Maguire, Lindelof have no chance against this difficulty. Bruno Fernandes. I mean, you got to have pace in this game. It's still a very pacey game. Here's Daniel James. What can we do? Cut it back. Ah, he blocks it again. Here we go again. Look at that. Look at that. No, no. Oh, no. We got the rebound. Look at that. At least we cleared it. But, man, can we do something today, please? You got to have a lot of pace. Like I said, pace is very important in this game. Buy players with a lot of pace. You're going to need them. We cut it back, and Rashford takes the touch, and there we go. There's the goal. If you have pace, there is chances for you. So we did rescue this game, even though we are on competitor mode. Look, with competitor mode, you do get that challenge, but it does feel more like you're playing a game of FIFA Street. And, yeah, that's what it feels like. There is a challenge there. The AI does get a lot harder to get the ball off them. They are quicker as well, so some people will like this challenge. It's not a bad thing that they added it into the mode because people wanted it. People wanted a harder challenge. and you've got one now with this mode, so I'm not going to complain about it. But, you know, you have to see what works for you as well. You know, you don't want to get beaten 10-0 every match. I mean, Legendary AI is still Legendary AI. They're going to have a lot of flaws, even on competitor mode, so Ultimate is going to have the harder AI probably. Let's chip it across. There we go. Oh, I thought that went in. That was a nice little header. See, Agile dribbling, you can get away with it because the player shields the ball. Like, you're not going to lose the ball much when you do this feature. So we're going straight to penalties, and we'll see how this goes. Obviously, it's the same as FIFA 20. Good save. Bruno Fernandes, can we score today? No, we can't. No. Ilicic. Oh, how did he not save that? Oh, man. Pogba, this is going to take about 5 minutes. They're going to save it. You already know they're going to save this. Oh, no, I'm lucky. I got away with that one. Come on, De Gea. Yes, what a save. Pull one into the corner, mate. There you go. Zapata up next. Here's Martial. Going to go down to the right. There you go. Nice and easy. So let's see if we can save this one. Nah. This corner hasn't been too bad. There we go. So it's game over. And we won the pre-season tournament, which is good. So yeah, overall Legendary AI feels like Legendary AI from FIFA 20. With competitor mode on, you know, they become more quicker, more sharper, a little bit more clinical as well, but there is still, you know, chances to score against them and stuff. I think the hardest combo will be Ultimate difficulty with the competitor mode on. We'll try a bit of Ultimate maybe. Alright, so I managed to play a couple games of Ultimate difficulty. Now this gameplay is Ultimate difficulty without the competitor mode on, and it plays very similar to FIFA 20. It's very hard. It's much harder than Legendary, obviously. And yeah, this is going to be the difficulty for those hardcore FIFA players. You still get a few chances to score, but the AI will definitely be scoring goals in each game as well, unless you're a really good team. If you want to turn it up even more, Ultimate difficulty with competitor mode on is absolutely crazy. They start doing like FIFA Street gameplay. You can't get the ball off them. They score goals for fun. And that obviously is the hardest thing for a lot of people. But yeah, I would say the balance is Legendary is a bit too easy maybe. With competitor mode on, Legendary becomes a little bit harder, but it's still doable. When you go to Ultimate difficulty, you have to be like a hardcore FIFA player, but it does give you a very good challenge. It's very hard to beat the teams on Ultimate. But if you want to take it even higher, then Ultimate difficulty with competitor mode on is going to be the most craziest thing you can play against. So yeah, like I said, just try it out for yourself and see what works for you. I'm still yet to find the balance. I don't know if I want competitor mode on with Legendary or off with Legendary, or if I want to go to Ultimate difficulty. So obviously you guys know when it comes to Volta and stuff, it's going to have an improved gameplay and also the story mode that you can try out. Ultimate Team is Ultimate Team. You've got the new stadium feature, a few upgrades here and there. But obviously you guys care more about career mode on the channel, and career mode is something that we're going to get into more as the weeks and months roll on. And so far it's not bad. Like, it feels like FIFA 20, but obviously with those improvements that EA has put into the game mode, which is not a bad thing. At least we've got some updates this year. And obviously we've got next gen coming out soon as well in another month or something, so that could bring improvements as well to the gameplay and stuff. So we'll test it out when the time comes, but so far it's not bad. You know, first impressions, FIFA 20, but with the extra bells and whistles that a few people wanted to see this year. So that's pretty much my FIFA 21 first impressions. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you need something else to watch, please check out the card in the middle. It'll take you to another video of mine. I'll see you next time, and get ready for some career mode.